Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Dark Match. We will be talking about the week in WWE programming. As usual, I am No Leaf Clover, and joining me,
I'm Duo's Angel.
I am the janitor of the Dark Match in the Rarico, who I guess had nothing better to do tonight.
And I'm Christopher Says Dark Match is Mastodon of the Monotone, and I'm going to once again, following the TNA episode, do everyone's favorite opener. What is Iron Sheik tweeting now? Who has the bull rider medicine for the Bubba?
What?
Bubba.
What?
That's it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you said.
What is bull rider medicine? Who is Bubba? And what does it matter?
But,
Okay, that just happened.
it's,
Iron Sheik would be great on Tim and Eric.
nothing
Screw
is
that out.
Tim and Eric.
Screw that. I like to see Iron Sheik on commentary one night in WWE. That'd be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Have him-
They'd take the mic away from him. He'd start talking about how he established Hulkamania.
That'd be perfect. Put him next to Booker T. They have him just start talking about random stuff like that.
It'd be all broken backs and shucky ducky quacks and it would just,
And you just have Michael Cole sitting next to me going, what the hell are these two guys talking?
You've just come up with the title for WWE's first mashup DVD, Iron Sheik and Booker T.
but at any rate, let's talk about the week in WWE stuff, which was mediocre.
Yeah. It was kind of like E3 this year, although like in retrospect there are quite a few titles that I'm looking forward to after E3. But
Can we just talk about E3?
yeah,
Please.
no.
Please.
We have a lot. One thing to say about this.
That.
One thing to say about this, because like this is how Raw started off, was that this week had a lot of Big Show without the Big Show actually being on the shows. They're
Yeah.
basically building most of the build up for No Way Out around him, and Raw started out with like this big like recap hype package where he's like, it's kind of like the Brock Lesnar interviews that they did when he returned.
I was going to say the exact same thing. It's like with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, that's pretty much because he's the sort of host to go after scene now that Brock Lesnar, they kind of fumbled the ball with Brock Lesnar, but he's basically saying all this really cold shit that he doesn't care about anyone. Like Laurinaitis gave him an opportunity. Like he's not for the kids anymore. He's no joke. He's fat, but he's fat and angry. They show him footage of him beating up everyone from Kofi and Truth to Brodus Clay to Cena himself to some other jobbers. Oh yeah, Santino, and
I don't care.
yeah, I'll just watch the match that they're in and be happy enough with that. And I'm much more looking forward to the world title feud, or WWE title, excuse me. But we have Cole starting off the show in a promo.
Well, can we just talk about... I just wanted to say one thing. He said that it's been 18 years of being repressed. What about all those other times you turned heel? And that's all I have to say.
My question is, when are we going to see Mark Henry turn face? Because whenever Big Show goes heel, Mark Henry goes face. Or Mark Henry goes face, Big Show goes heel. I've come to notice that pattern. I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Mark Henry might be on his way out, and willingly so. He seems to be in a pretty good position, but then again, he also said that he's pretty much getting over his injuries.
I wonder if he'll
They
come
may
back
not
face
have
like
to
Chris.
because we kind of have Brodus Clay for that now.
Yeah, maybe. But Cole, oh my God, this was a very a weird, disorientingly Cole-heavy bra. Like,
Oh, this is definitely
After we
one of the
haven't
most-
had one in a while.
yeah, and
which made it all the worse.
essentially he's antagonizing Big Show by saying that like Show has been through a path of carnage, but the person he places the blame on is John Cena, of course, because like, oh, if he hadn't if he had supported Big Show right after he gotten fired and not acted like a big jokester in front of John Laurinaitis, then there wouldn't have been this huge path of rage on the part of the world's largest athlete. Cole basically calls him out for an interview, and Cena arrives. And Cole details all the beatings that Show's put out, including to Cena himself. Basically, again, because he didn't support him, and Cena continues with his sort of petty jokes. His calls Johnny Ace a power hungry bully, and here's the real kicker: he basically says what every smark has been saying about the problem with Big Show's heel turn, that he could have just let Cena beat Johnny Ace, and they would have been under new management. And in Cena's words, who wouldn't want to hire the world's largest athlete?
That's what we said.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he must be watching the show.
Nothing about this heel turn makes sense except in the concept, except for the fact that they couldn't have Brock and Cena keep feuding. It's the only reason that Big Show is heel now. Otherwise, he has no motivation to be pissed off. Why is he pissed off? Why make a deal with the devil when fucking you don't need to?
Again, yeah, he's pissed off because, I mean, despite them recapping the whole firing and talking about how humiliated Big Show was and putting him in a sympathetic light, he apparently wasn't. He was too self-absorbed and heely to watch the footage in SmackDown.
Well, there is one thing, but they'll probably never actually think to put it this way. But yeah, going off of that, it doesn't make any sense. But the promo that they set up for Big Show, the video package, it's less of a why would he need to as he just wanted to. Because he could.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess that kind of overrides everything, but still kind of.
I'd probably have to agree with Duos on that, because it could be he left and saw how everyone was reacting to him, some upset, but was like, how come I got fired and that guy is pulling Dr. Evil quote and he's not getting fired to the boss?
Well, in my opinion, Big Show turned heel because he went on the Spoonie forums and saw all of Arrow's posts disparaging him.
Then can we throw Arrow at the Big Show? Here.
Stop.
No.
I'm kidding.
We love Arrow. Essentially, Cole calls Cena selfish. He louds the Big Show for following his own path, and Cena calls the Big Show money hungry, and he took the easy way out. And then Cole goes on to say that Cena's jealous for basically losing I keep on saying basically losing at WrestleMania and being Brock Lesnar's punching bag at Extreme Rules, even though he won. That, they always seem to go again. They really, really fumbled the ball with Brock Lesnar, so much so that they're trying in vain to cover their tracks by, even though they're heels, having people say, "Oh, Cena got his ass kicked," even though he's not selling any injury.
He kind of won.
Yeah, he kind of won that match. I mean,
if he got his ass kicked.
And in the aftermath, he made Brock Lesnar look like a complete prima donna, and we're not even talking kayfabe. With all that, I thought Cena was gonna. I thought he was gonna have to be stretchered out in the back. He cut a damn promo. That's just a dramatization.
Wait, what?
Essentially, Brock Lesnar was pissed that at the end of Extreme Rules, Cena was cutting up a sort of heartfelt promo in the middle of the ring instead of being stretchered out. Which is what the latter situation is what Lesnar had been told would happen. And he was put over as well as he should have been.
Well, he wasn't.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But
if we're being honest.
Yeah. Cole hopes Cena loses at No Way Out. And then, yeah, this is the start of Cole getting incredibly rage-filled. A lot of really annoying instances of this. Again, it just felt disorienting to me, and I don't really have any other word. At that, Johnny Ace arrives, and he's now adding, in the spirit of fairness to his promos, and that only reminds me of the time when Vince McMahon was doing his stupid, smug heel.
Yeah.
I think early 2000s, he'd say the interest of fairness, but I don't... But that's just a nitpick. I just have a problem with that.
Lord forbid he starts the Kiss My Ass Club.
Yeah, that's a rumor actually about next week's Raw, but he allows Cena to pick his opponent tonight, and then he says, no, not the Big Show. Big Show has been given contract stipulations that say that he could have days off when he wants. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, this is basically the exact same feud they were supposed to have with Brock.
So Show's out of the picture, and Ace's singles career he's officially retired from singles competition, so he can't choose Ace. Cena picks Cole. Cole is basically left screaming in the middle of the ring. He's going, Johnny, no, Johnny.
As soon as I hear that, all thing I think in my head is Celebrity Deathmatch. I'll allow it.
Again, a lot of mileage out of Cole repeating things. And a lot of people have made note of the fact that, again, you have your big over babyface who takes his frustrations out on someone who really can't defend himself.
It's like we forgot what makes a fucking face a face and a heel a heel.
And yeah,
what is with this thing where good guys do horrible shit to relatively innocent people? Like, yeah, Cole's a dick, but really, this is the first time he's been a dick in a long fucking time.
It's like back like when you'd have like the faces fighting a bad heel, but they had a manager, and occasionally the face would go after the manager.
But again, to be fair, the guy was kind of a yappy dog throughout Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
he hadn't said anything for like weeks before this. He was completely quiet. It'd be one thing if he was like really going after Cena and trashing him, but he didn't say anything. He was being the same Mel Cole that we all wanted him to fucking be, and now Cena, he said one douchey thing, and Cena's like, you know what? I'm gonna beat your fucking ass.
Yeah, which of course, as always, brings out the absolute fucking worst in Cole. Oh God.
We have a commercial break from here. When we come back, we have Cole backstage in front of Johnny Ace. He's imploring him to reconsider the booking decision for Cena to choose his match. He says, no, the WWE universe doesn't want to see this, and Johnny Ace says, actually, Cole, I think they do. Why
does Johnny want Cole to get his ass kicked?
We'll find out in a few segments. But
question. When did Johnny Ace start caring what the WWE universe wants? Because then he said that like 2 weeks ago. He doesn't give a damn what they want. They have
a plot device that for John Laurinaitis, they've had this plot device that they brought up a few times of him being evaluated or him potentially losing his job. So he'll do something facey. And in this case, it's letting Cena wail on Michael Cole. But it's basically in the interest of people power. And past that, we recap Sheamus antagonizing Johnny Ace, which does not at all figure into the match he's about to have. And I'm not being sarcastic. It's not there for any reason, that recap. But our first match of the night is Sheamus versus Ziggler, a rematch, presumably for the World Heavyweight Championship. And fuck, it's not as good as it was on SmackDown, but it was still a very entertaining match.
Yeah, this is a good match. I mean, what else is there to say about it?
Yeah.
I'm kind of always happy to see either one of them wrestle.
What I didn't like about it was that they really were almost making it clear that if not turning full-fledged face, Ziggler was starting to etch his own path. Because on SmackDown, he was pissed off at Swagger for trying to cause a distraction. Like, he was going all at it of his own. He wasn't even doing any show-off spots or anything. He was pretty much back to default, which, again, he's good at that, but I was hoping they'd sort of continue this. They were trading blows early on. Vicky Sheamus does that rolling fireman carry, the Green Bay plunge, the Celtic cross, whatever the hell you want to call it. And Vicky causes distraction. Ziggler does a drop kick, and he looks like he's about to hook in a crossface after a few more back and forth. When Sheamus comes back, he hits this very hard battering offense, and the good spots begin here. Ziggler does a jumping DDT off the top rope. He does a super Fameasser, and it looks like he's going to get the advantage until Sheamus carries him, hits the air raid crash, and then does the bro kick for the win.
Why is the air raid crash is set up for the bro kick?
Yeah, that made it seem like that was going to be his finish.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't used the crucifix powerbomb in a long time. I think they're saving that one for when he really has to put someone down. Because he's teased it like a number of times in the past few months, but I don't think I've ever seen him hit it. But nonetheless, fine enough match to start off. Didn't really serve much of a purpose. Of course.
Yeah, it was just a match.
What was that?
I said it was just a match on Raw.
Yeah.
So.
But as Sheamus is celebrating up the ramp, Del Rio attacks him, kicks him stiffly, and does a cross arm breaker hanging off the stage, and it's quite some offense. They're kind of hyping the World Heavyweight Championship feud, not a lot, kind of. And
wait, they're having a feud?
Yeah,
Yep.
Del Rio,
Yeah.
and
Sheamus?
Yeah, that dude.
There's someone else in it, and it's a three-way match. Del Rio, Sheamus, and
Jesus?
oh my God, I don't know off the top of my head because they're just not promoting this shit enough.
Wait, there's a third person in this match, really?
Yes.
I don't think so. Are you
No,
sure you're not getting?
I think you're just getting confused because Del Rio has this picture with Ricardo with him, I guess.
Maybe I am.
And the fact that they're doing a three-way feud for the WWE Championship.
Oh God, I'm crazy, aren't I?
Maybe a little, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I guess I am.
No, you're just getting confused.
But yeah.
I have to say the best part of that segment was the fact that Ricardo spent the entire thing just swearing furiously in Spanish. At least I assume that's what he was doing.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, I'm guessing that. That's the kind of thing that you could just sneak random curses in. But yeah, I guess it is just Del Rio versus Sheamus, and again, they're kind of hyping it. Now,
Sort of.
No Leaf, here's your explanation for why Johnny Ace is doing a face thing. He's jawing backstage with David Otunga, and Otunga lets him know that Vince McMahon will be here next week to do a job evaluation, and Johnny Ace's job could be on the line.
Didn't we already do this angle with Triple H?
They're not going to fire him.
No. They still want to get some mileage out of him.
So Vince is going to show up, and then either Big Show is going to wreck some shit, or there's going to be some shenanigans.
I pray to God they bring back the sheriff.
Who, Stone Cold?
Yes.
Yeah, I wish.
Could you imagine if they do that? Like bring back Sheriff Stone Cold and just have Lorna go like, "Ease your problem now, bye."
If they bring back Sheriff Stone Cold and they have him sort of butt heads or be like a sort of antithesis to Johnny Ace, and eventually like he runs foul of CM Punk, then that's the match that everyone wants to see at WrestleMania 29.
Or like hell, I'd even be happy if they brought back, like Assistant Commissioner Mick Foley or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I may not be that great of an idea to just like go back to the Attitude Era. I mean, people are criticizing WWE 13 for going in that direction. Like that seems to be forcing. And in terms of Mick Foley, although there are rumors that they want to drop this, I'd rather have Mick Foley be the harbinger to Dean Ambrose's debut.
That's never going to happen, though.
No, they've been delaying it. It's again, Dean Ambrose is going to show up with a new wave gimmick. No, that flew over. They just keep holding it off, and like Brodus Clay just comes up with random music fad. But after that segment, after the commercial break, our next match is Sin Cara versus Hunico, which is like 4 minutes.
Woo!
Yeah, at the very least, the commentators remark on their history, and that kind of figures into the match early on, where Hunico. It seems like Hunico has a few of Sin Cara's moves scouted, reverses some of them. You get to see him do this very sick double under backbreaker, and but where the match changes, maybe a minute and a half in, is where Sin Cara reverses the angle slam into a DDT and does like his arm drags and his ranas, and he eventually hits the impact head scissors takedown for the win.
So are they like reintroducing us to Sin Cara? Like he didn't already do this before?
I guess so.
Like I'm not
He's
wrong, right?
red.
I mean, we did the introduce. Like, why can't he be in a feud? Why is he back to like random jobber matches?
Because all the writing is busy trying to fix the Big Show Cena rivalry.
Yeah, it's like I was really excited, but like late for the past maybe 2 months, Raw and SmackDown have been nothing but squash match, or SmackDown certainly, but like now it's bleeding onto Raw. Just a lot of squash matches featuring either new talent or talent that they want to try to get over.
Yeah.
And actually, that's kind of erroneous to call Sin Cara matches squash matches, but again, they're just very quick affairs that.
And if you look at currently the WWE only has like three feuds or rivalry, and that's basically CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, Cena and the higher ups, and I guess Sheamus and whoever wants the title that month.
They got Cody and Christian, but that's not being promoted as much as it should. And
yeah,
and the bad thing is, like, I think that they're intentionally doing that because Christian is being exchanged to appear at TNA Slammiversary tomorrow night.
Wait, what?
He is, yeah. There's talks of him being like the first inductee in the Hall of Fame, but yeah, they let Ric Flair do the WWE Hall of Fame, and Christian Cage is gonna be at TNA. That's the rumors are pretty much buzzing.
Maybe they'll give.
WWE would never let him do that.
Again, just in the interest of trade-offs, and even while TNA is slapping them with a fucking dubious lawsuit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're if you haven't heard, TNA's slapped a lawsuit on WWE for one of the writers allegedly leaking contract information for their wrestlers into the WWE management, and that's how, like, for instance, they're calling Alex Shelley and stuff like that, but it's not exactly the case.
I wonder if they're gonna give Christian a TNA Hall of Fame ring, and he'll give it to maybe Sin Cara, and Sin Cara will become a Christian Cage lantern, or I don't know.
The hilarity also is hilarious coincidence is that Christian's starting to use a frog splash too as a finish, and that seemed to be more tied to his TNA career post Guerrero's death.
Yeah. But
yeah, like that's one tangent that like it should be pushing Christian versus Cody Rhodes more. We start to have, like, in hyping the Raw's 1000th episode, like, a bunch of superstars picks for their best Raw moments. Strangely enough, most of the people pick the moments that feature themselves, because Cena's.
So wait. So no one's picking Kurt Angle's moonsault off the top of the cage?
No. With a Cena's pick for his favorite Raw moment is his debut on Raw in 2005 when he was the WWE champion. Yeah.
Well, no, I thought it was his debut was when he attacked Kurt Angle.
No, that was on SmackDown.
No, that was on SmackDown. When he got drafted to Raw,
he
came out, and him and Christian had like a little beef, and you were like, "Oh, Christian's gonna get pushed," and then he was in the main event, and you were like, "This is awesome," and then he wasn't in the main event again.
And then he went to TNA. Wow, so that our tangent kind of tied into this shit.
But
our next match is Ryback, or as Daniel Bryan refers to him as the Ryback. And this week the Ryback is once again fighting two jobbers, one with the brilliant name Stan Stansky. They cut
I would buy his T-shirt.
Yeah, they cut a promo in unison about how they're going to take Ryback down. I mean, this is actually, for some reason, I'm starting to like this more as they do it more.
Well, I kind of have mixed feelings. I actually refused to finish watching Raw for a little while just because I have no interest in watching indie guys get squashed. And then when I finally sat down and watched it, like, the promo made me want to turn it off again because, dear God, no.
Yeah, they definitely.
But it's actually it was actually really interesting to watch this kind of match because Ryback's pretty strong and he tossed those scrawny little fuckers around.
Yeah, it's
like they were nothing.
It's fun to watch, and not only that, but he does different spots every single appearance he makes. From what I can
it's not like when they brought back Lord Tensai. It's like, okay, you're gonna do this, then this, then this, then you gotta do the miss thing, and then you're gonna take him out and match over. No, it's like with Ryback, it's different.
Also, the thing about Tensai is that like he was kind of like Sin Cara early on, is that he's doing these spots incredibly slowly. Like they're not integrative in any way. Like they don't flow. I mean, and plus the crowd wasn't buying it.
I have to kind of think that the reason why Ryback's matches are so fast and he does all his moves fast is because the fact is they're indie guys. You know, it's not like, okay, you can't injure this guy. We need him next week for this review. It's like, no, here's two indie guys we'll never see again.
But
have
also,
fun.
I think part of the amusement for Ryback not only is that like he seems to be like changing something every week, but also the Ryback is apparently a face. Like they want the crowd to get into that, and that's actually kind of. Hey, I'll take it.
I just can't wait for that one moment where like there's that like he comes down for the squash and there's a skinny guy and a fat guy and he's just like, because we see him fight like scrawny or like, you know, somewhat muscly guys, but they're not really like heavy. And Ryback just tears through like the skinny guys like nothing. I just can't wait for him to get a fat guy and be like, how am I gonna take this guy down?
One interesting thing to note before we move on is that one of the first things he did is he grabbed one of the guys and he chucked him into the air, which is probably the highest I've ever seen someone go without coming off a rope. And when he hit the mat again, the camera freaked out.
Yeah.
So the picture cut out for like a second.
And Lawler commented on that. He was like, "Oh, he's so strong. Our satellite went down."
That was fucking brilliant.
I
don't know if they meant that to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Obviously, it was just a random technical glitch, but, you know, yes, bring that into the show.
The technical glitch definitely sold how strong this guy is. And, like, I just can't wait for, like, you know, the guys, like, get to the next round. Hey, who wants to be on Raw this week? I do. Good. You're going to be facing Ryback. I don't want to fight Ryback. Nope, you have to fight Ryback. You signed up for this. I see it like the whole like Spider-Man movie thing where like, you know, who wants to face Ryback? Survive 5 minutes, you get $100.
Ryback's ready.
Oh God.
It will be a cage match.
Peace, good sir. But yeah,
I got you for 3 minutes.
The Ryback segment happens. He says, "Feed me more," and whatever else kind of machine things he's saying. He marches around like Heidenreich. And our next match is CM Punk versus Kane in a Johnny Ace stipulated there must be a winner match. Because the one from last week was thrown out.
And the one before that was thrown out, and the one before that was thrown out.
Yeah. But Daniel Bryan's at ringside, and he stands up on the announce table and cuts one of those promos where it's a Q&A with Daniel Bryan where he answers every question with yes. Like, is AJ delusional? Will Kane destroy Punk? And will he win the WWE title at No Way Out?
Does he like grapes?
God damn it. Why must you bring Matt Hardy into this? The newly not fat anymore Matt Hardy.
He's not fat no more?
Nope.
Oh.
Be proud of him.
There goes
Seemed like he backed off and realized how much of a dick he was being, but
He probably found that sweatsuit again and probably put it back on for a couple of months.
but we have
I get it.
We have CM Punk versus Kane, and the way you got to enjoy these shows, like I found, is that you like it's fun and all to watch them with the call, and you could do that and do the show, but if you watch them alone, you'll most likely appreciate them more. CM Punk versus Kane was a very good match for TV, specifically because I've noticed that CM Punk puts on great matches against big people. He knows the kind of psychology that's needed, just doing incredibly kick and very selective offense. Like attacking.
It looks like he's really in a fight with a big dude, which it doesn't always look like that with let's say with John Cena. John Cena will try and sell that he's in a fight with a big dude, but ultimately he's kind of a big dude too, so it doesn't really come across. And his problems with selling don't help.
Yeah, I'd have to say CM Punk find a big dude is like watching that scene like Freddy versus Jason when Freddy Krueger's actually fighting Jason in the real world, and you just see Freddy jumping about trying to take down, Jason, and it's like that's kind of like how I see CM Punk versus Kane.
But yeah,
you see it like Freddy versus Jason? That movie sucked.
I didn't say I liked it. I said it was like that scene.
Yeah, I thought it was fun when I was 13. I mean, it served its purpose, I suppose, even though there wasn't really any ending. Or wasn't
there was
solution.
Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
Yeah.
You guys didn't read that comic book?
Never read it. I've heard good things though. But yeah,
wait, we're still talking about this.
But yeah, Punk's doing his really quick and selective offense. He's kicking his he's doing his running kicks, suicide dives from the top. Kane's doing his grounded submissions, his boots, his very hard boots, and they're throwing each other outside. At one point, Daniel Bryan notices CM Punk sort of reeling on the ground, and he starts kicking him. We have like CM Punk doing the Nita Bulldog spots. They back and forth a bunch of go to sleep teases. He does the elbow. He gets thrown outside again. Punk does the roundhouse, and towards the end of the match, AJ comes around and to presumably support Punk, and Daniel Bryan takes offense at this, starts jawing with her, and we see Punk get distracted by this by doing a suicide dive to Daniel Bryan. Once he comes in the ring, he gets chokeslammed by Kane. Kane wins. So we have a winner.
Yay.
Johnny
Woohoo.
leaves happy.
Then for the really fun part.
Oh God, yeah. This we have AJ consoling Punk after the match, and then Daniel Bryan tries to attack Kane, but he gets booted. At which point AJ gives Kane an eye.
Well, at first she's like fucking terrified because she thinks he's gonna try and attack her, and he just kind of stands there and stares at her for a while, and then she slowly stands up and kind of fixes her hair, and then she just smiles, just like, "Oh, hi. You're suddenly cute."
And Kane is
so adorable.
Yeah, and
Kane's all like, "You are adorable. I can't kill something adorable."
Yeah, and he's taken aback by the entire thing. Like, and he
that's my favorite part, is that even through that mask, he just has this wonderful look of, what the fuck is going on here? And then he walks away.
Since Tori. Huh.
Daniel Bryan looks confused.
Everyone was confused.
No, but then talk about the promo she had with Josh Matthews. That was
God, that was perfect.
Yeah. It
is everything I was hoping for her.
Is pretty much came true. She basically went through like 5 different mood swings. Like,
just like, what? Nothing's wrong. I'm fine. Hey, you're kind of cute. What, is something wrong? Do I make you uncomfortable? You're still really cute, though. It's just going back and forth, rapid succession between whether or not she wants to kiss Josh Matthews or possibly hit him.
It's like, yeah, she like plays with his tongue. She's like, I like when men look at me. Look at me, Josh. And it's like, wow, everyone wanted this to happen with her. Everyone was expecting it to happen, and now it's happening, and she's doing so well.
You know who AJ kind of reminds me of? You guys watch Christopher Titus at all?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's that one story he tells about that ex-girlfriend he has that would beat him.
Oh,
And he actually has the cops on, like calls the cops. Yeah, like there's that one thing like where it's like she's beating him and he just backs her that one time and she's like, and gets like really turned on after that. Like that's why I see AJ. AJ's like, I'm scared. It's just like she's.
That's definitely the mindset that they're trying to put over that she has, is that she just kind of snapped and now she will take any fucking attention she can get. Which is
How did
really
they come up
unfortunate.
with this angle? Because it is fucking brilliant.
They came up with it because that shit happens.
It's like
But
honestly,
somehow they're managing to not make this.
I am seriously waiting for like the moment where Kane basically rejects her and we just see AJ sitting down with a Kane voodoo doll made of his real hair and just be like, I love you, Kane. Just have Kane
No, what would be great is if she actually picked up like a 2x4 and hit him.
And Kane's like set up in her basement.
It's like a little best crazy gimmick since Mickey James for any diva.
Yeah, definitely.
And done meticulously well. But
I just can't wait till we have Kane running down the backstage area trying to get away from her, and she's like Pepe Le Pew, like just skipping behind him. Wait up, Kane.
That would actually be interesting to see.
Yeah.
So who is AJ gonna help?
Yeah, that's another great thing about it, is that you don't know. You think it's all just gonna be like this.
I have a weird feeling at one point you just gotta walk up, like grab Daniel Bryan, kiss him, kick him in the balls. Walk up to CM Punk, kiss him, kick him in the balls. Kane does the same thing, just like walks up, like I love you all, and just be like.
And then just leaves, twirling her hair around one finger, just like, that was fun.
Walks back and goes, hi, Josh Matthews, come here.
Oh, dear God, no.
Please, I don't want to get kicked in the balls.
Well, that was a good refuge from more Cole.
Oh, God damn it.
He's at the announce table. He's pleading to all the WWE universe, all my supporters and all my detractors, please take to Twitter, tell Johnny Ace that this is not what you guys want. Then he just
really isn't.
Actually, my favorite part of that
I never want to see him in a fucking ring again.
I believe my favorite part of the whole thing was when King comments, "Hey, Michael Cole, you're trending." Yeah, probably not the reasons why I want to be trending.
But after that, he just immediately hypes Cena versus Show, and we get another very dark, very tense hype package featuring Show making comments. And
don't care.
Our next match is Truth and Kingston versus Rex and Hawkins. I don't care. Yeah.
Tag teams, they're randomly trying to make them relevant again.
There's some kind of saving grace. Lawler remarks that R-Truth has an injured shoulder, so most of his offense is used through his legs. So that was clever. But I don't fucking. Oh yeah, they also remarked that Hawkins was a former tag champ, which ages ago. That's when Zack Ryder had long hair. Oh God.
Oh God, I remember that.
But yeah, nonetheless, it's what you expect to happen. Like there's a little bit like Kofi and Kingston. Kofi and Truth are both injured, so you think that that's going to get the better of them, but they come back and Kofi does the Trouble in Paradise to Hawkins for the win. And that was our sort of cool down for the main event. But we have John Cena in the ring. He's ready to face Cole. Cole is dreading the entire thing. And Johnny Ace comes out and he's like, you know what? I've put some thought into this, and Michael Cole, I'll give you a little bit of break. This match will only happen if John Cena beats Lord Tensai. First, he does say that it'll be no DQ also. Michael Cole versus Cena will be no DQ if Cena can beat Tensai.
And thus begins the most annoying fucking segment.
Oh my
Not
god.
because of the wrestling, but because of Michael fucking Cole.
Yeah.
I had to mute. I had to mute my computer because I could not fucking take it anymore.
Yeah, Tensai is really pissed off for some reason.
Maybe because he has to face Cena again for nothing.
It's like he probably pissed off because the management backstage is really disappointed in him. But he comes in and just, I don't believe he doesn't have the face tattoo anymore. He just plows through his manservant Sakamoto, and they go at it. A lot of boots from Tensai, a lot of Cena selling the offense. He does a clothesline, but this doesn't stop him for too long. Cena gets attacked by Tensai. Tensai takes advantage of this. He throws him to the outside, and at this point, Cole starts standing up with his headset, yelling at Cena, and then Cena like comes over to the announce table, and Cole just slaps him, like overconfident, thinking that Tensai is gonna win.
That actually got an interesting reaction because I'm almost wondering if that was supposed to happen. Because King seemed really, really pissed.
Yeah, he was like, "What the hell are you doing? Sit down." He literally grabbed him by the shoulder and pulls him back into his seat.
He shoved him back into that fucking seat.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if there's legit heat from on the part of Michael Cole against John Cena.
I don't know, but that was.
He's actually probably maybe Cole's like, you know what, this guy doesn't sell shit. I have to sell my match, so I might as well just get some good shot in.
Actually, I'd honestly think it's more of Cole might have just kind of gotten carried away.
Got too much into character.
And
boy, did he ever get carried away.
Yeah,
my character
shortly
would
after that, I
John
had to
Cena.
mute. Yeah, shortly after that, I had to mute it because he just kept repeating himself. That's the worst thing about Cole is that he'll just repeat the same fucking thing ad nauseum. And
yeah, that's my argument against Michael Cole as a heel, because he's not good on the mic. He's not varietal on the mic. He says the same shit. Everything that everyone says about him, like with his vintage and his stomp to the skull and stuff like that, that's all true because he really can't think of anything else.
And honestly, when he's not doing that, he's really not that bad.
Yeah, it's like there are rumors going around that they're like, okay, we're gonna scale back his heel, and he'll be a bit more like a Jesse Ventura, where he'll agree with King, he'll be friendly with King, but like he'll take a more
heelish.
Controversial, yeah, like he'll be slightly more heelish, favorite, and like sort of be the devil's advocate.
Honestly, I just wish he could always be the way he is on SmackDown. Because on SmackDown, he's the... No. Maybe it's just been too long, but at least this week, he was the fucking sane man. Like, Booker T makes Cole look really good.
I wish we could have Cole the way he was during NXT or whatever the hell it was when he was like banging the gong and everything like that.
No, because that's what started this whole thing.
No, yeah, we needed to be him to just like have a couple of spots where he's just completely exaggerative, like a la the gong, or him chanting or him inciting the crowd to chant Milwaukee when our truth.
We're in Milwaukee, you fool.
But yeah, but those instances seem to be few and far between. Essentially, the match goes on like any Cena match. He sells, and then he comes back up and does his spots. And again, it must be said how impressive it is to see Cena do the Blue Thunder Bomb, where he just picks Tensai up and flips him sideways to drop him, saying nothing about the attitude adjustment. It looks impressive against Tensai, so he wins. We cut to Cole silently praying to himself. He tries to run away through the barricade. Cena drags him back. He tries to reason, and then he gets pissed, and then he gets pissed off at the crowd again. He starts getting angry and explosive again, and threatens Cena, like threatens the crowd.
And I liked that.
Uh,
I actually kind of liked that because he wasn't repeating everything. He did it a few times, but I didn't mind that. I didn't mind him honestly getting really, like, so pissed off that he looked like he wanted to throw down all of a sudden. And that was fine. Especially up against Cena, who's just laughing at him. Because Cena's having a good old time. And then it stopped being funny and it just started getting kind of weird because
Cena.
Yeah, watching the Superface do all of this.
Yeah, he was essentially
It's kind of disturbing.
He was stripping Cole down to his underwear. He was slapping him on the back, giving him very straight chops to the chest. He did the Bret Hart ab stomp. A lot of very random spots. It's weird when Cena's in these weird comedy matches against non-wrestlers. He puts him in a headlock and makes Cole apologize for his shitty WrestleMania 27 match against Lawler.
Makes him apologize to JR.
Oh yes,
This is like the 10 millionth time that somebody has forced him to apologize to JR.
It's true. But
yeah,
it was funny. He was like, I look up to you. You're my mentor. You're my idol. Your barbecue sauce is slobber knocker good.
See, no, I think would have made that a little bit more funny if Cena made him start singing "You Are the Wings Beneath My Wings" to JR.
I wonder how much better a singer he'd be than Stephanie.
Especially in that headlock.
Cena pours the barbecue sauce all over it.
Oh, we skipped ahead a bit. Cena mentions how he wishes there was barbecue sauce, and King then produces 3 bottles of it from the announce table because he just always has it on hand.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Cena.
So
I happen to have a couple bottles that Cole apparently had no idea was there somehow.
I think King might be a place. I think they placed King there with the barbecue sauce for this purpose.
Yeah, so he gets sees Cole swimming in barbecue sauce all over his back. Cena's about to FU him, and for a very pointless spot, Tensai just comes back in and Baldo bombs him. And at this point, Cole, we have the tease that, Cole's going to get a pin. Doesn't happen. And then we have Cole pummeling him, and he threatens to hit Cena with the extinguisher, and he gets AA'd. And that's Raw.
Yeah, now that we talked about it, it was probably better than I thought it was.
I mean, they had 2 good matches.
Yeah.
Like, the tag match, again, the Ryback is getting more amusing week after week.
Hilarious now.
And the tag match was actually kind of cleverly done if just throw away like most of the tag matches are these days. And for the past 3-4 years, I don't know.
The way I would have ended Raw would just have Cena go up with the last 2 remaining cans of barbecue sauce and do like the Stone Cold thing. Just for the hell of it. Have him up like drinking barbecue sauce.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird because it kind of, in this case of the World Heavyweight Championship feud, it kind of ended up the exact same way. Except that's how we start with Del Rio hyping his match at No Way Out. He's recapping his attack on Sheamus at Raw. He says he's going to break his arm at the pay-per-view, and he's like, he gets interrupted by Sheamus, but it's actually Ricardo dressed as.
You mean Sheamus?
I'd make a portmanteau Ricardamus. No.
Sounds like a transformer.
Ricardo. He's and the outfit is pretty good. He has on these like almost Andy Kaufman-esque white tights, He has spiked up hair and the drawn on beard, and he pounds his chest and goes, "Fella!"
I actually love that bit.
And
the wig was interesting because if it had been yellow,
Super Saiyan.
yeah,
Super Saiyan 2, to be exact. But
wow, that was really fucking nerdy. I can't believe you can specify.
True, but the thing is, that it's true. So who cares if it's nerdy? As long as it's true.
I can't believe that he can specify which level.
There are different levels?
Yes.
Yeah, there's Super Saiyan. You get your normal Super Saiyan 1. Yeah, that's like the basic one.
With Super Saiyan 2, the hair gets a little bit thicker. It looks similar, but there's more locks. With Super Saiyan 3, it grows into metal levels.
Yeah, you got no eye. You shave your eyebrows randomly,
and it
grows really thick.
With
number 4, you just grow all this red chest hair.
Yeah, you turn into George Steele, and you have the coffee bags under your eyes, and your hair turns brown once again.
Yeah, I'm more of a Gatekeepers fan than I am a Dragon Ball fan. Sorry.
But
okay.
But
wow.
Yeah, Ricardo looks like the second level, only red.
We are dorks and we are proud. We are dorks and we are proud.
Man, I used to own this great unofficial Dragon Ball Z encyclopedia that basically listed every character, despite their insignificance at times. I wish I knew.
What do they say about Nappa?
Actually, I think he has a good paragraph. Oh yeah, they have this casting session where they want Goldberg as him if they were to make a live action movie. If only it would have turned out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, SmackDown.
Yeah, Ricardo comes in the ring. Del Rio essentially says, "Yeah, I'm not going to humor anyone. We know that this isn't Sheamus, but I'll use him as a template to explain the kind of person Sheamus is. He's a common man. He's just a common hooligan. Like all he knows how to do is pound his chest like an ape and do a bro kick. At which Ricardo pounds his chest and does a flop. Out comes the real Sheamus. And at this point, the heels try to cheap shot him. They attack his shoulder. He sells really well, and he almost gets the better of him. But as he's going up the ramp, Ricardo grabs his legs, and Del Rio attacks his bad arm. And this is pretty much the same thing as Raw, except now the refs actually break it up. There's more of that presence. That was the introduction to SmackDown. Fairly lackluster, but I guess they're building up the feud that this show identifies with. Instead of making the World Heavyweight Championship just look like the upper mid card belt. Oh wait,
you forgot? Doesn't someone else come out?
Who?
Playa.
Oh yeah, Teddy Long. He comes out to represent Johnny Ace. He talks about the spirit of fairness, people power. He's like, I know. Books 2 matches, Kane versus Sheamus and Del Rio versus Khali right after the break.
Yay.
Do we need to say much about this Del Rio versus Khali match?
No.
Where the smaller guy gets chopped in the chest and he really feels... Oh, I will say one thing. Whenever Del Rio gets chopped in the chest, Ricardo sells it with him. They cut to Ricardo wincing and both arms crossed around his... Oh, God.
No, see, I'd say that's kind of stupid, but I do that.
Give this man a mid-card title.
Not doing anything with the United States Championship.
Hmm.
And of course, Del Rio works on Khali's legs because, as the commentary puts over, they're the weakest part. Ricardo eventually distracts, and then Del Rio works in the arms and applies a cross-arm breaker and wins.
See, I'd go for the throat. Forget the legs. Go for the throat.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
He's a heel. Have Ricardo...
No, like, he'd get disqualified.
Have Ricardo block the... distract the ref.
Be quiet.
God damn it, Jim.
For another little match snippet, not really much of a match, but they did a good thing in having it. Brodus Clay versus Derek Bateman. Sorry, Derek. But this time Brodus Clay is a lot more aggressive after being put out of commission for a couple of shows by the Big Show. He throws Derek Bateman the hell around, like throws him against the barricade outside, and as quick of a Brodus Clay match as it is, it's good that they did that.
Also, the fact
we actually
Clay is also
skipped something.
yeah.
Oh, did we?
Before this, we got to see Brodus Clay and the Funkadactyls. Really?
Oh yeah, it's been like that for a few weeks. It's no wonder.
I honestly, I'm kind of happy that the girls are allowed to have names now. But still, it's just like, what?
Well, Naomi, I want to see Naomi in the Divas division because she is a talented in-ring worker. The other one is Alicia Fox's sister, the infamous Melina versus Alicia Fox woman.
No, that's not Melina. That's not Alicia Fox's sister.
Is it Cameron Lynn? Yeah.
No, I don't think that's Alicia.
Yeah, that's
it?
her. Absolutely.
Well, that's disappointing.
A little bit, yeah. But anyway, basically, Teddy had called him in there to inform him that Brodus is no longer allowed on Raw for his own safety. He is now a permanent member of SmackDown. And Brodus' response was, fine, but every opponent I have here should know that when I'm fighting them, I'm thinking that I'm fighting the Big Show, and his match pretty much proved it that he's kind of done being a complete goof off. During matches, before and after, he's still,
Yeah.
I'm gonna rip your head off, and then I'm gonna dance.
With children. What the fuck?
It makes sense to a crazy person.
The dissonance is... They're turning him into Barney the dinosaur. I'm waiting for him to come out in purple.
They have made... they have had Brodus Clay cut a promo of like, oh, what's the deal? Why are you doing this? Like, why didn't you want to kill everyone? What about those early promos? And he's like, hey, you see what I did do in the ring. So the fact that he's a big guy and he rams across people, now he's just even more aggressive because of what happened with the Big Show. So, but yeah, I guess there is sort of a weird disconnect there.
It's like looking at Mike Tyson back when he used to box, be a killer, and then looking at him now and
where he's
complete
Adam Westing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Adam Westing.
But our next segment is Sin Cara versus Drew McIntyre. Sorry, Drew. He's been Drew again. He's top of his game. It's as if this was his tryout match or something where he was selling really well. He does this great thing where he throws Sin Cara up and knees the hell out of him. Gets a good amount of offense for of course being the feeding for Sin Cara, who actually does a couple of botches, but ones that aren't as notable as they.
I noticed that this match looked really heavily edited.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was obvious. There were weird camera cuts, and it looked like they had to do a hatchet job on this match because there was a lot of botching.
Well, that explains it. I was still impressed by Drew McIntyre. I can't say the back is, but whatever. After that, we have our next match with the Ryback versus a couple of jobbers.
I actually enjoyed this Ryback match. It was probably my favorite match of the night.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
actually, because he hits this he throws them both against the corner and hits a really good spear. It's finally they're gonna have someone that is meant to do the spear do that spot. I mean, of course, Big Show has been doing, and but he does this makes stiff power bomb. Really, it
that looked like it. Yeah,
makes you feel bad for the local talent they brought in.
Well, yeah, like I said, that's why I feel sorry for the jobbers. It's like, okay, who wants to be on public national wise television? Me, great. You're facing Ryback. Wait, what?
Fuck!
Is he gonna powerbomb me? Yes.
Well, it's
No,
better than lifting him up and just dropping him. He at least supported them, but it was a hard slam.
I think one of my favorite things he did was there was that one thing where one guy was after the spear, one guy was like still on the ground on his knees, and he just walks over and like tackles the guy, makes the guy trip over the other guy.
But yeah, our next segment, SmackDown just moved along like segment, but it was still fairly lackluster. We have our peep show, Christian interviewing Cody Rhodes. Instead of that happening, Cody Rhodes comes in a suit and berates the production team working on the peep show. Just to start off the peep show, Cody Rhodes essentially says that he doesn't trust Christian appealing to the fans. He's going through a midlife crisis, and he's being very pandery, and he's just lying to everyone. He used to own a limit and got lucky. Christian used to be a selfish person. Christian goes on to agree with him, saying, "Yeah, I did, but once I beat you, I had something of a moment of clarity." Also goaded on by inducting Edge into the Hall of Fame. Like I want to make him proud. I want to etch out a Hall of Fame career. I want to
TNA.
Ever since, oh yeah, he's gonna have something of a. Oh god,
it's still a Hall of Fame.
But yeah, he did it. He did it for the Edge. And Cody Rhodes is pissed about this, but before he could do anything, Dolph Ziggler comes out because the match is booked between him and Christian. He's gonna finish what Cody started, and they have their Intercontinental title match. And there were a couple of really impressive spots on the part of Dolph Ziggler in this one. See, Christian does his usual stuff, dropkick through the ropes. He actually, Christian does a sit-out powerbomb. Something that I don't see him do just as like a normal kind of transition. But at one point in the match, Dolph Ziggler sort of reverses and does a head scissors into a Famouser. Like almost making it seem like he could just reverse like anything or do like any form of that move. It's very good. I like it. But Dolph Ziggler eventually counters an attempted spear with a dropkick. But Christian goes to the top rope. Ziggler's about to stop him. He gets slapped in the face down, and Christian hits the frog splash for the win. Not as good as...
Is the frog splash like his new thing now?
Yeah, it is.
What about the kill switch?
He now does that as a transition into the frog splash, if not dropping it all together. Yeah, I don't really have much of a problem with that.
I guess we'll see how it goes.
It's certainly something different, and it works. And plus, the kill switch is contrived enough in general that like someone might be able to get out of it while he's hooking it in. It's so slowly done, but whatever. This wasn't as good as the two better matches on Raw, but it was fun.
It's good seeing Christian out and about again.
We have our next segment with Josh and Booker T basically scoring off Cole for the beatdown he took from Cena on Raw. And
you got beat up by a guy that was 6 times your size.
I'm a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Cole. What's the worst that could happen? Oh wait, here comes Hornswoggle.
Oh shit! Yeah, Cole comes in the ring, tries to reconcile the situation with the crowd. When the fucking Boomer Sooner music comes out, and you'd think JR would come out, but no, it's Hornswoggle with barbecue sauce in a black outfit, cowboy hat, with his mouth contorted. So, Michael Hayes. So you're basically, it's okay. It's the WWE. It's okay when they do it. They're not competing with themselves. We could just replicate the Oklahoma gimmick with a midget, and it's fine. No, it's not. There's no double standard at play because it's the same shit, only it's with a midget. The crowd didn't cheer. The crowd didn't laugh. They barely even reacted to it. I'm sure a few of them booed.
Heck, my one thing I wish I could see was that they had right as soon as JR's music hit, the camera's on the announce table, and you can see this kid behind the announcers like freak out as soon as they hear JR's music. I wish they kept the camera there, so as soon as Hornswoggle came out, I wish I could have seen that kid's face when we realized it's not JR.
Yeah,
I thought it was JR, and I was pissed when it wasn't.
Yeah.
now, and again, like I'm still fucking like, and I've even admitted before that like I thought the Oklahoma gimmick was funny, but only in the actual way he commentated, not the fucking Bell's palsy aspect of it. But like Hornswoggle was basically just like talking gibberish and through the side of his mouth. They were the same damn thing, and it sucked. But fuck, Damian Sandow interrupts this.
Yay!
I
New
love this
favorite
guy.
heel.
I love him so much. Oh my god.
I hope he never goes face.
I mean,
No, you know what? Like next year, if they want to give it a shot, but he needs to stay heel for quite a while.
yeah, he does, because if he does and keeps up the gimmick and does it in much greater showcases, then he'll get over. The more he gets over, the more people recognize his talent. The more people recognize his talent, the more cheers he's going to get, and the cycle goes on. He interrupts it, calls Hornswoggle a miscreant, says he's going to teach him a lesson, and he's about to completely destroy the midget, and we always like seeing this happen. But Tyson Kidd, who's just a tad taller than Hornswoggle, comes in and makes the save.
Out of nowhere, he comes in.
And actually cool. I mean, Tyson Kidd isn't really that well known. He hasn't been in something main since the beginning of 2011. But he's a talented guy. And he can actually cut a promo. It's like if anyone watches NXT, he could carry the stick with the best. Well, not with the best of them, but adeptly. Just
Yeah, he's not completely incompetent, unlike other people on the show.
But Tyson Kidd is Tyson Kidd pummeling him a few blows. Sandow looks like he's gonna leave. He marches up the ramp, pissed off. Tyson Kidd has his back turned, and Sandow just beelines for the ring, throws him down, and does the straitjacket neckbreaker.
Which I actually love the fact that Sandow's actually playing a smart character and is actually being smart, because he actually, you see him watching the screen as he's like, wait for it, back turn, run back to the ring.
Yeah, and like his celebrate, he's incredibly smug.
Yeah, he pretty much pins Tyson, and he's just kind of lounging on him, his head, propped up in his hand, and just kind of wags his eyebrows at the crowd, just like, I'm awesome.
And does a cartwheel.
I love this guy.
Very Lanny Poffo like.
I swear to God, like whatever camera angle I always see him on, he reminds me the hell of Tim Curry. When Tim Curry wears a beard, he reminds me of Tim Curry.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh, that's awesome.
It's like if Tim Curry was a wrestler. It's like that's what he reminds me of. You just need him to give up balloons.
His promos are incredibly deliberate, because what he does is he speeds up the tempo of his speech when he ends a sentence.
What do you mean?
Like he's like, I will be the intellectual savior to unwashed matches, and I will take out this miscreant. Like it's you could definitely notice it, and it's good that he's being deliberate. From what I hear, like his in-ring stuff isn't that good, but he's developing. I mean, the spots he does them all right.
Doesn't matter. We just love his character, so yeah. It's like I love this guy as a heel. I hope there's a bright future of having him. I pray to God there is.
Our next segment is a promo between Matt Striker and Kane backstage. And Kane is getting ready for his main event match against Sheamus. Matt Striker asks him what are his feelings about winning the match on Raw and his opportunity for both the WWE title and the World Heavyweight Championship tonight. Kane says that I don't have any feelings.
I am the big red machine king.
It'd be funny if he did have the voice box, but no such luck. Furthermore, Stryker also asked him what he thought of the look that AJ gave him on Monday, and he just stares him down. Matt Stryker backs off, and Kane continues.
I don't know what to think. I haven't had a girlfriend since Tori, and she fucked X-Pac.
No, Lita.
All right, he was married to Lita.
And then there was that thing with the coffin that we all tried to forget that Triple H tried to do.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't count.
Yeah. But in terms of Lita, there was the Snitsky got involved, and
then Matt Hardy got involved.
Then Edge got
That whole
involved.
thing.
So does that mean that Ryback is going to eat Kane and AJ's baby?
No, it means that he's gonna punt it into the crowd and say it's not my fault. It wasn't my fault.
No, but his catchphrase is "Feed me more."
Aww.
His other catchphrase is "Finish him," so maybe he'll pull off a babality on someone. AJ, I killed your baby, but here's a baby hornswoggle.
No. Better, and for extra creepy, unfortunate implications, here's a baby Daniel Bryan. You can raise him to not be an asshole to you.
Well, that'd be awkward because when they have the terrible twos, the kids always learn to say no. Will Daniel Bryan ever say no? Though.
Oh yeah, in his twos, yeah. That's what everyone says. They only say no when they're two, but he's just gonna say yes.
Speaking of AJ, though.
Oh yeah, she does her whole Jaden. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, she does her old Jaden Smoke gimmick from Mortal Kombat 2, and she sort of pops out from one of the production boxes.
She's so tiny.
She's pocket sized.
She is. It's adorable. She's just sort of there, and you can just tell that this thing is like
I wouldn't be surprised.
A good head taller than she is. Just like, holy shit.
I would be surprised if the next thing they have her do is actually open up one of the crates and just walk out normally, like not even crouch down, just open it up and just walk out like, I travel this way. Click.
Yeah, but after this, we don't have the main event, but we have Jimmy Uso in the ring. He has the jobber entrance. Teddy Long comes out, says Johnny Ace told him to introduce this superstar that's from Lucerne, Switzerland. Oksana's lover, Antonio Cesaro. He still has that primitive sort of like raucous European beer bash music. I don't know what to call it. Antonio twirls around Oksana. This is a short fucking match. Like even for something like Ryback or Sin, this is a really short. It's just like Jimmy Uso kicks him a couple of times. Antonio Cesaro lifts him up, does Swiss Death, and then does the Gotch style neutralizer. And I'm glad to see Claudio Castagnoli in here, but like beyond like him being antagonistic to Teddy Long just by existing, he's not really doing much.
I think it's kind of stupid. Like I think it's kind of like he's trying to get to basically brag that he has a girlfriend. It's like, this is my lover, Oksana. We make love.
Has he cut a promo yet?
Don't we,
No.
Oksana?
He hasn't cut a promo. Well, I will admit Castagnoli is not the best. Like he could sound kind of stilted, and like he's probably gonna need to work on that. But like we've heard him talk, but it's mostly hushed.
Yeah. Well, no, but I mean, like making Teddy Long say like with his lover Oksana, it's like he's trying to brag to the audience, like I have a girlfriend. I am with my girlfriend.
Dude, she's boned Teddy Long and Goldust. Do you really want those sloppy seconds?
Me personally, God no. Maybe he makes her wear the Goldust makeup though.
What?
He's from another country. He might have weird kinks. We don't know who this guy is.
No, he mostly just has.
Why would you have to be from another country to have weird kinks?
Because we don't understand other other countries. This is America. We only care about America.
We just assume things about other people.
Yeah.
Like Canadians. Fuck them.
No, I'm just kind of wondering why the implication is that other countries are somehow kinkier. I'm offended, sir.
No, that's generally what people say about Europe. They walk around naked and they have programs or children's programs with titties and such and such.
Have you never watched Monty Python?
Oh no, Monty Python's just funny, and hey, just most of the weirdest stuff on Monty Python is the responsibility of an American. So,
a very, very drugged up American.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even want to know all the things he might have been on.
I still got to see Brazil, but nonetheless, Kane versus
same here.
Kane versus Sheamus is our main event, and this isn't really much to speak of. Although we get to see Sheamus do a skin the cat and do a diving forearm off the top rope, which, like, it's always impressive for like a Mike Awesome framed guy to do like a sort of acrobatic type thing. But they trade blows. It's big man versus big man. Eventually, Del Rio comes in and the match is thrown out. And after the bell, Kane beats down Sheamus, and Sheamus is so pissed off he takes everything out on Ricardo. That's SmackDown.
What about AJ? She came out.
Yeah, AJ came out and pretty much distracted Kane because he once again had to take a moment to wonder what the fuck her deal is.
Oh no,
I think.
No, if you're actually right. Cameron Lynn is not Alicia Fox's sister. It's someone else named Kaylee Turner. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know, I'm probably going to bring up a weird comic book reference that none of you guys probably get, but the Black Cat in the Spider-Man comic books has a power which is bad luck. Whoever she's around, she gives bad luck to. I think AJ has that superpower.
No, but
that would be awesome.
Whoever she's around, she's like a bad luck, and it's like
just whoever she's crushing on that week. It's just like you're fucked.
And the problem is you can't get rid of her because she's so damn cute, which was the problem with the Black Cat. I mean, you got Spider-Man saying, "I don't want you around me, but you're so hot," and why am I falling?
Oh gosh.
At least this wasn't go home week.
Oh god.
Yeah. That's always a good one. He said sarcastically.
Yeah, we have Vince McMahon on next week. We have a World Heavyweight Championship feud that isn't hyped enough. We have
3-hour Raw.
We have John Cena versus The Big Show, which is hyped more than the World WWE title, but if that works for them, that's fine.
And a 3-hour Raw.
Wait, 3 hours?
Yes.
Really?
I'm happy I'm not on that show.
Same here.
As far as I know, I'm not on it, but my best guess is someone's going to call out sick, and they're going to grab me out of the boiler room and make me do this.
Yeah, well, Revolver Man's going to have to fill in for someone. That's at least my opinion. So, yeah, that was a dark match.
It's now time for everybody's favorite game. It's all HBK's fault.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot
What?
Yeah, all HBK's fault. Don't you know it, Duos?
No, I missed that one.
No, it's quite simple. You see, you just take something from the show that happened and you blame it on HBK because it's always HBK's fault.
Well, I'll start. Sin Cara versus Drew McIntyre's heavy editing and covering up was all HBK's fault.
Magical flying jobbers at the hand of Ryback is all HBK's fault.
And at the same time, the very small technical glitch that happened during that time, or during the Raw Ryback segment, HBK's fault.
Must have super kicked someone.
Or just the
wasting
satellite.
Perfectly good barbecue sauce. All HBK's fault.
I blame Stan.
That was once again the dark match.
See, I just kicked Stan.
That's probably happened in the back row with HBK.
Oh Oh boy. At any rate, who's gonna do the plugs? Because I don't have it with me right now.
Don't forget to subscribe to us on Blip TV or YouTube to keep up to date with all of our videos. You can also like us on Facebook. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at DarkMatch Wrestling, and you can follow us individually. Don't forget to check out TRE Productions, where our videos are hosted, plus plenty of other great content. We are also on Reviewtopia in the community section. And last but not least, please visit us at Spoon Experiment Forums, where we hang out and you can talk with us.
That was the Dark Match. I'm Christopher Says.
I'm Duo's Angel.
I am Jim the Rabbit Cow.
I am No Leaf Clover. We will talk to you next time. Good night and good luck.